be right and finish this sermon early. soles of my feet, Lord. Unctionize my heart so that, Lord, as I preach the word, Lord, that may your spirit be richly endowed within me, Lord God. And give someone, Lord God, the strength to say yes to you, Lord. Say yes to your heart, yes to your spirit, and will rise from their seat. Give me their hand, but give God, you, O Lord, their heart. This is my prayer, Lord. For I ask now in Jesus' name, and all of God's children say, amen, amen, amen. All right, amen. We're going to set the timer. We're going to run this race. Amen. I want to say to you today that Nathaniel, who is also known as Bartholomew, is confronted by a Savior who seems to know so much, but yet Nathaniel is still allowed to be a disciple. I want to say to you today, all of us who are listening, that we can also be disciples, despite the fact that we are known so well by Jesus. Great things can often be found in the strangest of places. Maybe some of you have heard about the Dead Sea Scrolls. They are a large collection of manuscripts, and many of them being copies of Old Testament books, which date back to the 1st century. Before that time, the earliest Old Testament manuscripts could only be dated back to the 10th century. In biblical scholarship terms, it was a hugely significant find. So the question is, where were they found? Well, in the mid-1930s, a shepherd boy was looking for a lost sheep in a valley near the Dead Sea. The valley wall had many caves, and the boy was throwing rocks into the caves to scare out any hiding sheep. When he threw a stone into a certain cave, he heard a pot smash. On investigation, he found hundreds of sealed pots with manuscripts well preserved inside. And they became known as the Dead Sea Scrolls. It was a great thing that came from a strange place. Sometimes people think about Jesus in the same way, including those who end up becoming Jesus' disciples. In the biblical text of John, in the 1st chapter, in the 43rd verse, you find these words. The next day, Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, "Follow me." Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. And Philip found Nathanael and told him, "We have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." Nazareth? Can anything good come from there? Nathanael asked. "Come and see," said Philip. When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said to him, "Here is a true Israelite in whom there is nothing false." "How do you know me?" Nathanael asked. Jesus answered, "I saw you while you were still under the fig tree, before Philip called you." Then Nathanael declared, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus said, "You believe because I told you I saw you under the fig tree. You shall see greater things than that." He then added, "I tell you the truth. You shall see heaven open and the angel of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." The strangest of places. The strangest of places. Great things can come from the strangest of places. Nathanael can't believe what Philip is saying. Here comes Philip with the best news he's ever carried, and we tell him that we have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. And Nathanael's response has never been forgotten. Nazareth. Can anything good come from there? The question is, why is Nathanael so skeptical? It's because Nazareth was not considered a very significant place. Well, the town is situated inside a bowl on top of the Nazareth Ridge, north of the Jezreel Valley. Nazareth was a relatively isolated village in the time of Jesus with a population less than 200. Even with such small numbers, Nazareth was overpopulated. There was a scarcity of natural resources such as water and fertile soil, and it was a place of relative poverty. In such a situation, there tended to be a fair amount of sickness and disease. Now, that's what I call a physical description. Spiritually, though, it was insignificant as well. Nazareth is not mentioned at all in the Old Testament. There is no prophecy linking the Messiah with Galilee, much less was Nazareth. It was not known for great minds or great abilities. Nothing special was ever to come from Nazareth. Certainly not the Messiah. So when Nathanael gets up to follow Philip, he goes to the meeting without expecting anything too special from this so-called Messiah. You can imagine that Nathanael's surprise when he rocks up to see Jesus, and Jesus immediately says, "Here is the true Israelite, in whom there is nothing false. I saw you under the fig tree before Philip called you." How in the world does this man know me? I asked the same question. And you have to ask that. How does God know you? But then you understand Psalms 139, verses 7 to 10, when he says, "Where I go from your spirit, where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast." How does this man know me? He knows me because he's God. And he can see into our hearts. I don't know about you, but the fact that Jesus can see into my heart is a little bit concerning. Because I know what goes on in my heart. Because every now and then my heart don't always match up with what I'm saying. See, there's sometimes I'm looking at you, but I'm also looking through you. Sometimes you ask me, am I all right? And I'll tell you, yeah, I'm all right. But in reality, I'm trying not to cuss you out. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about this here. See, every now and then I'm feeling this right in my mind, and I want to tell my children that I don't understand how they got me into this foolishness when they call me daddy. They say, "Daddy, is everything all right?" And I say, "Baby, yes, everything all be fake with him. See, Jesus sees all and so much more. He knows it's a small detail of our lives, but watch how Jesus uses that information. When Nathanael walked up to Jesus, Jesus could have said, I know you. You're that person who thought nothing good could come out of Nazareth. But I'm sorry to bust your little precious book. But here I am, in the flesh. Don't you feel stupid right now? Now Jesus could have said that, but he didn't. Instead, Jesus focuses on something completely different. You see, at that time, Jesus wasn't the only one who was a great person coming out of a strange place. See, at the time, many people in Israel did not understand what real faith was, and everyone was claiming to have a religion. But it was only religion in name. I just got to pause for a moment and remind you that some of us came out of some strange places. I know you never expected God to meet you at the bar, but God brought you out of a strange place. I know you were in the sixth grade and you thought you had it all and knew it all, but God still brought you out of a strange place. I know you got to high school and thought you had all of the knowledge and all of your teachers were picking on you, and all you were doing was trying to find a place to go vape and get high and skip class, but God met you in a strange place. I know you didn't know what it was like for you on the streets waiting on the phone call coming down the clock so you could be there by 10, but God met you at a strange place. See, some of us have been in strange places when God meets us, but God still does something when he meets us right where we are. I just need 3 people to don't mind testifying that when I met God, I was in a strange place. I didn't know how I was walking through this place, but I was in a strange place. Sometimes I wasn't on the church, it wasn't on God, and it wasn't on anything I thought about. I was in a strange place. Do I have anybody in here to talk about? Being honest with the person next to you, they say, baby, you looking at a product of a strange place. See, they offered sacrifices of repentance, but they were not willing to change their lives. They were in a strange place. They came to the temple, to the church to worship, but it was just a hollow ritual. They gave all the praises to God, but they gave their money to the liquor store. In public, they were holy. But in private, they were ungodly. Circumcision meant they looked like Israelites, but their hearts were far from God. It was a strange place, trying to find real faith and trying to find true Israelites and true believers of God. See, I'm just stupid enough to believe that God meets us in our strange place. I'm crazy enough to understand that sometimes God don't mind going in the crack house. I'm crazy enough to don't mind God is not scared of being locked behind a few walls. I'm crazy enough to understand that God don't mind catching you on a football field or on a basketball court or out of the golf course, because wherever God needs to meet you, God's going to come there. Don't you recognize that there ain't no place that's too strange or too hard for God? Because when you believe in God, God says, baby, ain't no strange for me, because I created this earth. I created your existence. I created everything about you. I know who you are. But watch this. Nathanael was different. Here's a true Israelite in whom there is nothing false. As a true Israelite, Nathanael didn't just read the word of God, he lived it. He was a man who feared God, a man of integrity. His heart gave a singular testimony to God. That's why Jesus continues to describe him as one whom there is nothing false. See, St. Paul, falseness brings to mind a picture of deception or hypocrisy. getting a plain truth. What a huge compliment that is. To whom there is nothing false, especially when it comes directly from the mouth of the Son of God. But it isn't just a huge compliment, it's also a huge encouragement. For all of us are would-be disciples. Because the reality is that many of the Lord's disciples are found in the strangest of places. See, I don't know about you, but I can tell even in this congregation, people were found in the strangest of places. I know we don't like to talk about it because it's family secrets, but they were found in the strangest of places. Our life was turned around in the strangest of places. And because you have to understand, I know I'm not going to talk about you all. Let me just tell you, my uncle, who is now one of the best deacons that I know in the Baptist church, he was a converted felon in prison, but God found him in a strange place. I got a best friend now who will beat me to the church every day of the week, but he grew up in a household that did not know what church was. But God still met him in the strangest of places. But I got another friend who grew up in church every week, came to church every day, but did not know who God was. But yet on the back pew one Sunday morning, God met him in a strange place. You got to recognize that just because you come to church doesn't mean that the church is in you. And God will meet you in the strangest of places. And the reason we can be found is because Jesus doesn't focus on what we were. He focuses on what we can become. Don't you know, I know you might have had a baby out of wedlock, but I'm not worried about the baby. I was worried about you. I wasn't looking at who was your head when you were 16. I was looking at who you think when you were 35. I don't know the man that saw you that was putting in the ride. I know you went to church and you were looking too much marijuana and too many bottles of liquor, but I wasn't looking at the drunk that was found out on the side of the road. I was looking at the deacon that could give God the praise. I was looking at the steward that knew how to give God the praise. I was looking at the trustee that could take care of the house. I know you lost that house, but you won't lose my house. Because I know who you are. I know who you are. Because I'm not focusing on where you are. See, I wish somebody in here would quit telling about where you are right now. But nobody said where God's getting ready to take you. And don't you got on the bus at 390, don't mean that you're going to stay at 390. Every now and then when you get on the journey, you know God has a starting place and an ending place. And I'm just thankful that I was able to get on the good ship, the pilot, and give God the praise when He didn't leave me. One day He found me, when He lifted my feet and set me on solid ground. Do I have a witness? Do I have a witness? Yes! See, it has nothing to do with your current situation. I don't care about where you've been. All God wants to know is where are you going? You could be a member here for 5 years, but God will tell you, I ain't through with you yet. You got off and thought the journey had come to an end. But I want to remind you that I gave you a two-way ticket. One, I got you to my house. That was so I could dress you in a new robe and give you a new name, because you had to leave the old name behind in the community. But right now, I've got a new journey for you to ride with. It's going to take you past your old stomping ground. But I don't need can join me when they ask you how can I get on that ship. You gotta tell them you gotta have a relationship with God. And the only place you can find it is with God in the strangest of places. Because all you gotta ask is God to show up into your heart, into your mind, into your spirit, and praise God even through the tough times. Do I have a witness of what it can be that you feel God all your life, all your words, and love Him through regardless? I just need one person that don't mind telling God that I'm your living testimony because you led me in the strangest of places. I led me when I didn't have nothing else. If you know what I mean, Brother Robert, Holy Beaches, in the strangest of places. You never know. You might be in North Carolina, but He'll meet you in the strangest of places. You may be down in Woodstock, but He'll meet you in the strangest of places. You might be at Chick-fil-A, but He'll meet you at the strangest of places. You might be at the mama's funeral, but He'll meet you at the strangest of places. I don't know how He's gonna do it, but what I do know that He will do it. Somebody's town, won't He do it? I was in the hospital, won't He do it? I was lay on my back, won't He do it? My head was in the air, won't He do it? The doctor wasn't sure if I would walk, but in the end, I can run. Won't He do it? He led me in the strangest of places. Somebody shout yes! 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 Don't tell me there won't nothing good come out of the place where I am. Because wherever God meets you, there's a great place. And great things come out of the strangest of places. Let's give God some praise in the house. Everyone connect to the feet. Yeah. That was my own testimony.
Yes, sir.
I was laid in the hospital at Mark Darby. They told me they were going in just to see why my ankle kept going crazy. When I woke up, my leg was up in the air. They had to go and find the ligaments and attach them back to the bone. I wasn't sure if I would walk without a limp. And told me I would have to go through extensive rehab just to be able to walk again. I wasn't sure if the hooks that connected the ligaments back to the bone would even last. That's in my left ankle. But I can stand. I can walk. I can run. Because right there laying on that bed, I said, Lord, I don't even know why you allowed this to happen. I heard what he said. But I want to know now, what did you say? from that point forward was the beginning of the journey from meeting God in the strangest of places. And I kept meeting him in strange places. I met him at the bottom of the hill and I was supposed to die here. I met him at a gas station with no money and hours away from my house. Didn't have any money, but I had 75 cents. I handed the man 75 cents, went back, and then there was a quarter laying on the seat. I gave him that quarter because all I needed was $1, praying that they could get me close enough to Atlanta so I could call somebody to bring me something. I pulled up to the gas pump and I started pumping gas. And it wasn't the new digital kind, it was that slow rolling kind. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. And it looked like it was barely moving. And I'm just stuck out like, is it broken? It just ain't going, I got no dollars. And I put it back up. And I said, I'm going to go to this one because this evidently is broke. I slid up to the next one. And I put it in, didn't look at the car, didn't look at anything. And I started pumping the gas and it was moving slow. It got to 98, by the time it hit 98 cents, the attendant came running out of the BP. He said, everybody stop. Stop. The pumps are wrong. And I'm watching it, I'm like, all I had was $1. And it clicked on $1. So I put it back up and I'm frustrated now. Because I'm like, I don't have any gas. I cranked the car. It went from empty to full. I turned around because I thought someone was on my car. And I looked at the pump. Yes, sir. And it was saying 9 cents a gallon. God met me at a strange place. And when you know God, He will meet you at strange places. They thank you was under a tree. A tree that symbolizes fruitfulness and spiritualness. And God said to him, I see your fruit. Not that it was sprouting, but I knew that it would. God sees a lot of you right now, and you feel barren because you're in your cold season. You don't see the fruit that's inside of you. But God says, today I want to let you know that I'm meeting you now in your strange place. That somebody this day needs to give their life to God.